Carl, 6 months on from the last time we did anything like this, you've got a new look, a little goatee growing since lockdown. Let's talk about the crowdfunder first of all, which has been set up over the past few weeks or so, and how much of an impact that's already making within the club.
Yeah, just the crowdfunder there, obviously with the way everything's going and budget lines, and the season got cancelled for the season tickets and all that. We sort of look to do things for the, how are we going to do things, or the season tickets, are we going to have to pay all the season tickets back, etc, etc, and all the players are being paid 100% through the whole of the lockdown from, being in part of the Club Doncaster family. So, the money doesn't come from nowhere, and obviously we need to generate money, to cover these costs for the players. We are a sports club, and it's difficult when most of the revenue comes from when you have your match day and people coming through the turnstiles. So, we spoke about we let it be known to the fans that we'll be honouring the season tickets for next season. So that had a massive hit on the budget. And the amount of calls we've had to, people all saying, no, you can keep mine, and I'm going to buy a season ticket next year. So we looked at the crowdfunder and other avenues of raising money for the club. The club needs money coming in. So there was on the shirt, you can have your name embossed on the shirt next year. You can have the brick, you can have a piece of the field. You get a 5 match package, but we've also, which I'm not sure everyone's aware, we've also included in that the full package is a season ticket for next year. So my plea is to everyone who said they're going to buy a season ticket for next year, they might as well go on the full package, because they're going to get all those extra benefits. But there's just one snag on that, is the kit's got to go into production. We've got to sign that kit off for the 1st of October. And the reason I'm doing this, because I do know someone will come in November and December and buy their season ticket and say, why is my name not on the shirt? So please, I'm just saying, if you're going to, all of you have told us that you're going to buy a season ticket for next year and not bothered about asking for your money back this year, it's beneficial for you to buy it before the 1st of October, because you'll get, there's probably 120, 150 pounds worth of benefits on top of your season ticket. So you'll get that, you'll get your name on the shirt and everything like that. But honestly, Robbie, I do know that some will come after and want to buy the package, and it'll be too late. If you want your name on the shirt, just getting your name on the shirt, for instance, is £75. So if you're going to have a season ticket for next year, you might as well buy that, and name on the shirt, 75, 25 your season ticket, £100 package, you got everything. So again, if you want the full packages, 1st of October is the deadline for the shirt. We do understand that some people, they don't want the full package and they'll still want the brick and all that, and after that, there's no deadline for donations. But I'm just saying, anyone who's going to get the season ticket, get in before the deadline of the shirt, because the new shirts, blue and gold, I'm stealing your thunder, go back there and we're going to want their name on, World Cup year. So all things, we're trying to be positive here. Everything's been doom and gloom throughout all sporting world and not playing and that, but a big plus was us going back to the blue and gold. I think everybody loves me again now. I was gone last year. I lost them, but they're all back. They're all back, Robbie.
Of course, when you say the 1st of October, people watching might think, oh, that's a while away, but it isn't. Time's going by really quickly. Only a couple of weeks left to get your name on the shirt as well. So if anyone's wondering about maybe taking the time and doing it, there isn't that much time left.
No, and hence the reason we're doing this. I spoke to yourself and Sean Lockwood and said, I think it's important we do this, because I know that we put it on the website and all that, but we don't want to miss anyone. We don't want to not let people know that the opportunity. So the more we're telling them, and anyone who watches this, if you can tell all your friends and everything like that before the 1st of October, if they want the full package. The uptake on it up to date has been pretty good. So I'm pretty sure all of them who's certainly messaged me and says, you know, I'll definitely be getting a season ticket next year. You can keep my one. You know, get in before the 1st of October, because I want you to get it all. I want to see your name, all your names on the wall, and names in the shirt, and we'll see what we can do in the season. You never know what sort of season it might be. It might be when we're up there.
In terms of the playing squad, of course, we've had 11 players confirmed already, with the 7 that were already under contract. With the help of the crowdfunder, is the hope that we can get a few more over the line in the next few weeks and announced on all platforms, social media and website, for people to look out for. But that's the hope, isn't it? We can add to what is already becoming a fairly solid squad.
Yeah, and good for you to bring that up, because I will reiterate the budgets. We'll talk about the budgets with us honouring the season ticket for next year. That's the season ticket budget gone. Sponsors, you know, the sponsors, we've negotiated with them. Some are up, some are down. There's some money's gone there. So each budget line of mine has took a hit. So ultimately, the playing budget has to take a hit as well, which is understandable. You know, I've said that's fine. We'll roll with what we can. You know, the club always, first and foremost, the club comes first, and we won't go and overspend and go into difficult times like the club has in many years ago. So we don't want to go back to those times. This is a club now, we try to run the ship right. So the playing budgets took a hit, Robbie. So what the effect of the crowd budget, Gavin Baldwin and the board and the owners have says everything that goes into the crowd budget can be refiltered straight back into the playing budget. So whatever we can make, and hence the reason I might probably sound like a bit of a salesman. Stuart Piper learnt me all how to do that, you know, when I used to work at his car yard. So I probably sound like that now, but what it is I'm doing it because everything will come back. We're raising that, and that crowdfunder will come back to the playing budget. Hence what you've just said. Then we can look to bring in some more quality to the club. But we're real happy with the recruitment at the moment. Real happy.
Of course, the most recent one, and perhaps the most high profile of the new recruits so far, Ben Johnson, a lot of championship experience under his belt. Just what will he add to the squad next season as well as that?
Oh, experience, you know, very experienced, but he's very quick. Our team at times is quiet on the field. He's a yapper. He likes to get under the opposition's skin. I think he'll add plenty to us. Really looking forward to him coming. You know, I went and met him the last week or something, and you know, he's bouncing. He's really looking forward to it. And to be fair, he had some offers from other clubs that probably more money, but he just felt that the fit was right. This club was right for him. I'm really looking forward to him because I know what type of player he is. A little bit like I like it, you know, when you start chirping a bit to the opposition and they're all chasing him around the field. So all the fans have got that all to look forward to, because that's, you know, that's what he done. That's what he does. I think when he played against us once, he scored 4 or 5 tries against us, and he was telling us how good he was at doing it and everything like that. And no, it's certainly an area that probably the fans don't see much on the field is the chat, and that can certainly help you, the other boys. We've been quite a quiet team, and you know, we just need a few more to step up and take that role. So he'll be one of them.
Onto the kit then. You mentioned it earlier on, back in blue and gold next season. Of course, you maybe went a bit early on the away kit reveal on social media in midweek, but what do you make to the new reveals and how we'll look next season?
Yes. I'll let you all know I've been wrapped over the knuckles by Mr. Lockwood, Sean. I got a bit excited, didn't I? But I think everyone knew it was going to be red and white. It's still no excuse. Carl Hall dropped a major clanger and went out on me social media. Obviously, we're looking for a sponsor to go on the shirt, and you know, I asked Elite Pro Sport to send me across a CAD where the patches were available. And when we've done that in the past, they've just sent the home shirt, but they just sent me the full CAD. I'm not blaming them, like, it's still my fault. And I just thought, right, I'm going to go out, I'm going to try and get the sponsor, you know, because we lost one, and, you know, we totally understand, and real grateful to our sponsors who have stuck with us. But in these difficult times, it's hard when for everybody. But I'm sure they'll be back. They'll be back, and they'll be back supporting us. But yeah, I dropped a real clanger, and it's probably the first one I've dropped since I've been here. I think it's about 12 years now. So I held my hands up and told Sean, yeah, that's my fault. I'm very sorry. And he says, don't do it again, Mr. Hall. And I said, okay. And then first thing this morning, I get a phone call from the media man, and he's told me the same thing, Robbie. So they're all enjoying it. So I do get into them when they make their mistakes. Like you told me, Robbie, you always say to me, make sure that you check everything, and yeah, you got me.
In terms of the shirts, you back in blue and gold for next season. How much of a nice feeling is that? It brings that family feel back to the club. Some people were for maroon, some people were against it, but everybody's for the blue and gold return.
Beautiful. I'm really happy we're back in the blue and gold. It's that's our colours. Real happy it's gone that way, and I think it's gone down really, really well with the fans. Now they have to show us how well it's gone down by buying them. But if all their names on them, they'll buy it. So no, we're really looking forward to running out at home in the blue and gold again. So big up to everybody, and I think big respect up as well to Elite Pro Sport. They've done a great job on the design. So really happy with that.